Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Keenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. And basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. And the Tar Heels will put total leather and will get started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Longhorns offense takes the field. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
And he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on.
Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Texas!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Tar Heels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Gets it out quickly. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The hand to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They go to the ground. Spins away with great balance. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. And the Tar Heels are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Took a shot as he threw.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll go back to the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his man down the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that, well, good coverage.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Past the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. He's looking to throw it. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They want to throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the sling.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Quarterback will keep it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Yeah, and I love calling the QB's number. I don't care if he gets hit down near the goal line, 4th and goal. I need him to make a play. Nice job being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Trying to find his man on 1st down. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Snags it over the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Quick strike complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do.
And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackled after picking up the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
In the red area, it's Grove. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
At the 45 on his way. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to run for it. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UCLA found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Rose Bowl. Bruins fans will enjoy this one for at least 1 week. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. You're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. He finds his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. With the catch, it's Cabrera.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the Longhorns brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Not a chance. Missed it. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong with it. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And let's be honest, the story of that first half has been the play of that dude under center. Talk about having complete control of that offense. Cool, calm, and collected in that pocket. He's delivered one throw after another with precision and zip. He's checked down. He's hit on a deep ball. All in all, a very impressive first half.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Right back to the well. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He'll do it himself. Fighting off the defender. Ball's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
35, North Carolina, 3.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Texas offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on in midfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
Quick completion on the out. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns. And has been extended.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Touchdown, Texas! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all.
Oh, ball's out! Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped on it.
Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus pound guy.
Oh, it's out! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hines. Across the 25. He's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Hines. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Got his man down the middle.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quarterback on the keeper. Open space at the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. He's going to pass on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The toss to the outside. On the move at the 30. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football. Do something.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He gets a block, and the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On the run, it's Welch. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Not sexy at all, right? Just hand the ball to the running back. Could I pull it? Yeah, but I want to get that first down. Nice job understanding the situation of the game, going and getting the first down, and getting a fresh set of downs.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then right away takes it upfield and gets some lots of yards.
On the option. He'll toss it. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. They're trailing by just 4 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, the quarterback's patient. Most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to the air one more time. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Let's go. Going up top on first down. He makes the connection. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Hines. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Finds his big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On second down, just keeps firing. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
North Carolina.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This offense has a second down play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Complete on third down. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
How about keeping it on the ground on 3rd and long? He gets 9 on the play, and that brings up a 4th and 3. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take